Lahat ng drama, tawanan, balita at all-time favorite music hits. Sa lungkot at ligaya, kami pa rin ang inyong kasama. We're the place where you truly belong. Mula sa TVH Group of Networks, ito ang inyong himpilan. Ito ang inyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
You are listening to Cool FM, live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at 6.
Good evening, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. This is Cool News at 6. I am Cairo, and we are live on Cool FM and News Radio 93.1, where we share the latest news headlines that truly care for you. Let's begin with our first headlines as... excuse me. There we go. Okay, so let's begin with our first headlines. As the Philippine economy grew at an average of 5.6% in 2024, a tad faster than the 5.5% growth recorded in 2023. But that pace of expansion fell short of the Marcos administration's growth target of 6 to 6.5% for last year. The average growth in 2024 also fell below consensus. An inquiry survey of economists last week yielded a median estimate of 5.8% for the full year growth. In the fourth quarter, the economic grew by 5.2%, unchanged from the third quarter. As it is, analysts had said the economy would have posted more solid growth in the final 3 months of 2024, if not for the onslaught of typhoons late last year, which restrained the typical surge in economic activities during the holiday season. Socioeconomic Planning Undersecretary Rosemary Edilian told a press conference, "We experienced multiple setbacks." Meanwhile, I cannot find those damn blank items. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. made this remark on Thursday as he reiterated that there are no missing items in the signed 2025 General Appropriations Act. Speaking at the 20th National Convention of Lawyers in Cebu City, Marcos mentioned that he had read all 4,057 pages of the GAA last December before signing it. He said, "Because I review it, analyze it, and yes, in parts, veto it. And so, for those of you, and up to now, I cannot find those damn blank items. We will keep looking. But I don't. I am convinced that they simply do not exist because it is not allowed to exist," he continued. The national budget for 2025 has been haunted by controversy in the past few weeks after Davao City 3rd District Representative Isidro Angab revealed in a televised interview that there were blank items in the bicameral conference committee report. This stirred scrutiny and confusion as some quarters asked how the GAA was signed if missing items were in the BICAM report. Marcos, Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin, and the Department of Budget and Management have all issued separate statements refuting the allegations. But last January 28, Angab, former Executive Secretary Vic Rodriguez, and some other persons filed a petition at the Supreme Court to challenge the constitutionality of the 2025 national budget. They pointed to the existence of alleged blank items in the BCAM report as the reason why they went to the High Tribunal. In an unabashed interview last January 27, Marikina 2nd District Representative Stella Quimpo clarified that the blanks in the BCAM report were only for the final computation of the amendments. The lawmaker reiterated that the GAA was legal as the allocations on the then proposed budget had already been decided by the BCAM before the House of Representatives and the Senate ratified the report. Okay, so actually we're gonna have to check on the TOC. We're having some technical difficulties with that. Hang on, guys. Just double check. Okay, it is definitely using the GPU. Okay, so let's continue. Meanwhile, the government will shut down everything if the Supreme Court rules in favor of petitioners challenging the constitutionality of the 2025 General Appropriations Act, President Ferdinand Bongbong R. Marcos Jr. said in Cebu City on Thursday. Marcos said, "No, we shut down everything. I guess that's what they want. They want the government to cease working so that their destabilization efforts will succeed." Last Tuesday, Davao Representative Isidro Angap, former Executive Secretary Vic Rodriguez, and others petitioners raised several violations of the Constitution with the appeal of the 2025 budget, including the supposed blank items in the Bicameral Conference Committee report of the spending plan. Named as respondents in the petition were the House of Representatives, headed by Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romeo Aldez, the Senate of the Philippines, represented by Senate President Francis Escudero, and Executive Secretary Lucas Bersame. But in an ambushed interview on Thursday, Marcos said that the government has a solid footing in terms of constitutionality of the GAA. Well, the Colgen, or Solicitor General Bernardo Guerrava, of course, will be the one who will argue for the government, and he tells me, Solgen Bernardo, that we are on a solid footing in terms of constitutionality, he explained. Meanwhile, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has certified and as urgent as Senate bill, also known as the Konektadong Pinoy Act, which is aimed at improving the country's digital infrastructure and connectivity. In a message to reporters on Thursday, Presidential Communications Office Secretary Cesar Chavez confirmed that Senate Bill number 2699, or the Act establishing a comprehensive and inclusive data transmission and connectivity for the Philippines, had been declared urgent. Meanwhile, in a letter dated January 27 and shared with reporters, Marcos said the development was aimed at facilitating the development of robust and resilient communications infrastructure in the country. It was also to establish a competitive and innovation-driven data transmission industry that will protect public interests, promote fair competition, encourage investment, and equip government and the public with essential tools to maintain important communication channels and respond to emergencies, he said in the letter. The bill proposes 4 key reforms: simplify the process for telecom companies to get approval, manage the radio spectrum more effectively to enhance service quality and coverage, require telecommunications companies to share infrastructure with new companies, and set performance standards to ensure effective implementation and protect Filipino consumers. And a bypass operation by the Tacloban City Police Office led to the seizure of shabu or crystal meth worth 9.7 million pesos and the arrest of one suspect. According to a report by the Tacloban Police released Thursday morning, the operation took place at 10:22 p.m. along Magsaysay Boulevard in Barangay 25. The suspect was identified as Budoy, a 37-year-old construction worker and resident of Barangay Masawalo Poblacion in Palumbong Town, Yete Province. According to the Tacloban Police, 1.1 kilograms of shabu were confiscated during the operation, but the actual weight and value of the illegal drugs have yet to be determined by the Eastern Visayas Regional Forensic Unit of the Philippine National Police. A report from the Tacloban City Office of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency said the suspect was also found with one 9mm pistol and one magazine loaded with 4 live immunization. The suspect will be charged with violations of the Dangerous Drugs Act and the Commission on Elections gun ban. Tacloban City Police Office Director Colonel Nolito Getigan said in a statement, "This achievement is a significant step in our ongoing fight against crime and drug abuse." Coming up later on koolNews at 6, drug lab in Cavite discovered after blast rock site and 4 suspects were at large. Content creator Rose Martin intends to withdraw her Manila console bid. And in international headlines, plane with 64 aboard collides with helicopter crashes in Washington. 80 more undocumented Filipinos have been processed for deportation in America. And in entertainment news, Gloria Romero remains cremated, family dismisses fake last will and treatment. And Daryl echoes censorship sentiment versus MTRCB. It is now 6:11 p.m. and we will be right back right here on koolNews at 6.
This program was brought to you by Pilsen Healthy Home, odorless antibacterial paint. QBA Telecom's all-new Aria Saya 30, now with 10 gigabytes access to Mobile Legends, PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty, Wild Rift, Cookie Run Kingdom, and Clash Royale for 7 days. QBA Telecom, connecting every Filipino story. Ginuman San Rafael, ganadong mabuhay. CFB, express the freedom of banking. Open your account today at CFB, a member of Crosslink and supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Shalom Kainan Restaurants, the Philippines' first ever contemporary Filipino Jewish cuisine, now serving you in 10 locations nationwide. And Venom Power Chit Energy Drink with Malunggay.
All your Asian favorites. Kasama ka namin dyan. All your favorite anime songs with 100% Edison with Gyro. Weekends, 11 a.m.
You know that it's about your baby.
Paboritong K-pop music? Nandito lahat yan sa K-Music with Lisa Mangubat. Weekends, 4:30 p.m.
Bring the pain like this, stop, crank, run 'em, this, stop, crank, run 'em, this, stop, crank, run 'em, get 'em, get 'em, get 'em. I wanna dance, the music's got me going.
Kasama ka namin dito sa Cool FM. Ang iyong himpilan, ang iyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Wow, Mari, long time no see. Sa dinami-rami ng lugar, dito pa tayo magkikita. Saan ka pupunta at mukhang pagod na pagod ka na?
Oo, Mare. Ito, hinahanap ko si Mark.
Sino si Mark, Mare? Baka magselos dyan si pare, ha?
Naku, Mare, hindi. Actually, si pare mo ang nagpapahanap sa akin ng Mark Cafe 5-in-1 plus 1 coffee mix. Kanina pa ako ikot ng ikot dito sa bayan pero di ko matagpuan.
Naku, Mare, di sana tinext mo ako. Kasi pati kami ng pare mo, Mark Cafe din ang iniinom namin. At alam mo kung anong good news? Dito sa Lucena City, naandyan sa TGP ang Mark Cafe 5-in-1 plus 1 coffee mix. TGP! TGP!
TGP. Ngayon, alam mo na. The Generics Pharmacy. Available na ang Mark Cafe 5-in-1 plus 1 coffee mix.
Gusto kong mag-relax pero di ko magawa. Gusto kong mag-relax pero di ko magawa.
Di ka talaga marerelax pag nanakit ang katawan. Mag-Alaxan FR, may relief to relax formula laban sa sakit ng katawan. Relax muna, tapos game ulit bukas.
Totoo ang relax, walang sakit ng katawan. Totoo ang relax, mag-Alaxan.
Heidelin Diaz po, pag totoo ang relief, totoo ang relax. Alaxan FR.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Ibuprofen paracetamol is the generic name of Alaxan FR. If symptoms persist, consult your...
Goodbye to me, Mancha. Hello, bright bar blue. Isang labanan yan. Bright bar blue.
Bright Bar Blue with powerful stain-away enzymes. Malupit magtanggal ng dumit mancha pero di masakit sa kamay.
Goodbye to me, Mancha. Hello, bright bar blue. Isang labanan yan.
Tested ang cotton and polycotton. Sa mancha, malupit. Sa kamay mo, mabait. Bright Bar Blue. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Celebrate the lives of your fallen family heroes with the newly opened chapels of Tahanan ng Alaala in Himlayang Pilipino. We offer premium memorial service by providing 24-hour personalized customer care with flexible funeral and chapel accommodation packages. At Himlayang Pilipino, we give honor to the heroes of your lives. For inquiries, you may contact us at 0968-896-4850 or visit us at www.himlayangpilipino.org and follow us on Facebook, Himlayang Pilipino Incorporated, and on Instagram, HPI.
For 80 years, husay at malasakit ang nilalaan sa bawat gamot, sa bawat Pilipino para makapagbigay ng alagang makakatulong sa'yo na mag-iwan ng marka sa iba. Ito ang alagang Unilab para sa'yo.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Maulan man, no worries na amoy kulob ang damit.
Charm, Fabcon, bangong kumakabloom, tanggal amoy kulob sa bango ng Charm.
Charm Babcon with Bloom Fresh technology kills 99.9% of kulob-causing bacteria tested. May aroma burst pa of thousands of flowers and berries.
Ang sampay sa loob, no amoy kulob.
Bangong kumakabloom sa Charm.
Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Nako, tol! Kapos na naman ako. Nangutang pa nga ako sa tindahan para lang sa sibuyas.
Oo, hirap talaga kapusin. Buti na lang may galawan sa GCash, yung G-Loan sakto.
Uy! Okay daw yun ah. Balita ko pwedeng humiram as low as 100 pesos.
Oo, try mo. Swap ang kapos moments ang G-Loan sakto.
Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. G-Loan Sakto is powered by Fuse Lending Incorporated. GCash is supervised by Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Fuse Lending Incorporated is supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
SEC registration number CS201617622, certificate of authority number 1897.
Kindly review the terms and conditions in the disclosure statement before proceeding with the loan transaction.
Cafe 5-in-1 plus 1 coffee mix. Ito ang kape na very healthy at complete. Puro ang sangkap, tunay na may herbal ang kape. Basta Cafe, suave, suave, suave.
Ang Cafe, di lang kape. Ito ang coffee na may herbal pre, na pampa-enhance ng isipan, pampalakas ng katawan. Masarap inumin araw-arawin dahil may panax, ginseng, agaricus, blazay, muril, mushroom at syempre spirulina. Puro ang sangkap talagang mabisa at ito ay masustansya. Di lang to swabeng higupin, maganda din sa immune system.
Cafe 5-in-1 plus 1 coffee mix. Ito ang kape na very healthy at complete. Puro ang sangkap, tunay na may herbal ang kape. Basta Cafe, suave, suave, suave. Cafe 5-in-1 plus 1 coffee mix. Suave.
Mark Cafe 5-in-1 plus 1 Coffee Mix. Mabibili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan, drugstores at supermarket sa inyong lugar.
Pangarap ay umangat pero minsan ay sanungat. Kabayanin kita sa Ginebra. Ikaw ang inspirasyon. Kahit di madali, katuwang sa bawat sandali. Kabayanin kita. Sa One Ginebra Nation. Kaya para sa barangay, ako naman magbibigay. Kabayanin tayo. Kabayanin kita.
Drink responsibly.
Mapabata man o lolo, kahit simpleng alaga, nag-iiwan ng marka sa'yo. Husay malasakit, iaalay sa alagang Unilab yan.
For 80 years, husay at malasakit ang nilalaan sa bawat gamot, sa bawat Pilipino para makapagbigay ng alagang makakatulong sa'yo na mag-iwan ng marka sa iba. Ito ang alagang Unilab para sa'yo.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Welcome back to koolNews at 6. Let's continue with our headlines. An illegal drug laboratory was discovered in Cavite province after an explosion tore through the facility, the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency said. According to the agency's report, the blast occurred Tuesday at around 6 a.m. along Leon Forjas Street in Barangay Sahod Ulan, Tansa Town. After the blast, illegal drug manufacturing equipment, paraphernalia, and chemicals were found by authorities at the scene. Operatives said the equipment belonged to 4 drug personalities, 2 Indonesians, 1 Chinese-looking individual, and a Filipino. The suspects are still at large and are being tracked by authorities, PDEA added. Once arrested, the three persons are liable for violating the provision of the Dangerous Drugs Act for manufacturing dangerous drugs and or controlled precursors and essential chemicals. PDEA said it was coordinating with the Philippine National Police and the National Bureau of Investigation for possible follow-up operations in relation to the case. The drugs were brought to the PDEA laboratory for examination by chemists, while other pieces of evidence were turned over to the PNP laboratory in Calabarzon. Content creator and entrepreneur Rosemary Tan Padulaklakin will back out on her bid to run for Manila Consular in the city's first district. Padulaklakin told Inquirer.net that she will file her certificate of withdrawal today at the Comelec headquarters in Palacio del Gobernador, Intramuros, Manila. She previously filed her certificate of candidacy on October 1st, 2024. As we now head over to international headlines, a U.S. passenger plane carrying 64 people crashed into Washington, D.C.'s Chili Potomac River after colliding mid-air with a military helicopter on a nighttime training exercise Wednesday, prompting a major emergency response and the grounding of all flights. The plane had been about to land at nearby Reagan National Airport after flying from Kansas. American Airlines, whose subsidiary operated the flight, said there were 60 passengers and 4 crew members on board the aircraft. A U.S. Army official said the helicopter involved was a Black Hawk model carrying 3 soldiers, the status currently unknown. They had been on a training flight, a separate military spokesperson said in a statement. Washington police said there is no confirmed information on casualties at this time. However, a massive search and rescue operation was in progress, with divers visible as they plunged into the snow-lined Potomac. The Washington Post quoted unnamed sources saying police had started to pull multiple bodies from the water. Witness Ari Skolman described a stream of sparks and what looked like a large firework when the collision erupted overhead as he drove home. He told CNN, "Initially I saw the plane and it looked fine, normal. It was right about to head over land. 3 seconds later, and at that point, it was banked all the way to the right. I could see the underside of it. It was lit up a very bright yellow, and there was a stream of sparks underneath it," Skolman added. "It looked like a Roman candle." President Donald Trump said in an official statement that he had been fully briefed and said of any victims, "May God bless their souls." But less than 4 hours after the disaster, and while other officials stressed they were waiting for investigations to unfold, he went on social media to critique the air traffic control. The airplane was on a perfect and routine line of approach to the airport. The helicopter was going straight at the airplane for an extended period of time. "It is a clear night. The lines on the plane were blazing," Trump wrote on his app, Truth Social. Why didn't the helicopter go up or down or turn? Why didn't the control tower tell the helicopter what to do instead of asking if they saw the plane? This is a bad situation that looks like it should have been prevented. Not good, in all caps, huh? The Federal Aviation Administration ordered the grounding of all planes at Reagan National, and Washington's police said on X that multiple agencies were responding to the crash site in the Potomac. Kristi Noem, the country's new Secretary of Homeland Security, posted on X that she was deploying every available U.S. Coast Guard resource for search and rescue efforts in this horrific incident at DCA. Police said fire boats had joined the operation on the river, where any work was complicated by the fact it was dark and close to freezing. Dozens of fire trucks headed toward the airport. The FAA said a Bombardier regional jet operated by American Airlines subsidiary PSA Airlines collided in mid-air with the Sikorsky UH-60 helicopter as it approached for landing at Reagan at around 9 p.m. The plane had left from Wichita, Kansas. U.S. Senator Roger Marshall of Kansas said on X the collision was nothing short of a nightmare. American Airlines CEO issued a video statement in which he expressed deep sorrow. And more undocumented Filipinos are facing deportation as the Trump administration ramps up its efforts to arrest immigrants staying in the U.S. illegally. Philippine Ambassador to the United States, Jose Manuel Romeo Altes, this week said 80 more Filipinos have been processed for deportation, and this number is expected to rise as Trump's immigration crackdown intensifies, according to immigration attorney Ernesto Valera. Valera, executive director of the Washington, D.C.-based Global Migrant Heritage Foundation, is providing pro bono legal services to 3 Filipinos under deportation proceedings. He told Inquirer.net USA that his clients have sought assistance from the Philippine Embassy. They are seeking transportation expenses for the return to the Philippines instead of waiting for U.S. federal funds, Valera said. He said one of his clients is a lawful permanent resident or green card holder with criminal convictions. He has decided to fight his case while in detention. After weighing all options, he made this difficult decision despite the significant legal challenges involved, Valera said. In an interview with Teleradio's Abisho, Ambassador Romeo Altes said 81 undocumented Filipinos have been processed for deportation. He also clarified that the 24 Filipinos who were recently deported had been arrested and processed for deportation under the Biden administration. And finally, into the entertainment news, the remains of late veteran actress Gloria Romero, dubbed the Queen of Philippine cinema, have been cremated following her death on January 25 at the age of 91. Romero's daughter, Marites Gutierrez, and grandson Chris, as well as her close friends and fellow actors, attended the neurological mass in Arlington Memorial Chapel, Quezon City on Wednesday, January 29, prior to bringing the late actress to the cemetery. While still in grief, Romero's family addressed her supposed last will and testament that surfaced on social media immediately after her death, stressing that there is no truth to this. Several art cards and online posts claim that Romero has more than 700 million pesos in the bank and that certain percentages of it will supposedly be used to build a provincial high school and to help charity institutions. Romero's loved ones regarded the false claims as misleading, as per entertainment reporter MJ Mafori via Frontline Filipinas. The family also appealed to the public to give them time as they mourn Romero's passing. And finally, after the Movie and Television Review and Classification Board, or MTRCB, notice regarding his Pepsi Paloma film's incomplete requirements for review, Do Yap reposted a remark about the agency's supposed censorship. Through his Facebook stories on Thursday, January 30, the director shared a series of posts from poet writer Jerry Garcia, wherein the latter stressed that one should be consistent in standing against censorship. Garcia further noted that he believes that MTRCB should be abolished, a remark that was also reposted by Yap. Yap, however, did not add any caption on his repost. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 6:30 p.m. and that brings us to the end of the koolNews Advance. We will return with more news headlines later with koolNews Prime Time at 10:30 p.m. Coming up next on Kool FM is Asper's Cafe. I am Cairo. Good evening.